There are a few ways of doing 2 by 2 multiplication. One way is to note that 31 is very close to 30. We know that 30 plus 1 gives us 31. So instead of multiplying 28 with 31, we multiply 28 with 30 and 1, and then we find the sum. So let's start with 30 and 28. We know that 3 times 20 is 60. We know that 3 times 8 is 24. 60 plus 24 is 84. Attach the 0 and we have 840. We know that 1 times 28 is 28. And 840 plus 28 will give us 868. We could also have done the following. We see that 28 is close to 30. We know that 30 minus 2 is 28. So now we can multiply 31 with 30 and 2 and then find the difference. So let's start with 30 and 31. We know that 3 times 30 is 90, and 3 times 1 is 3. 90 plus 3 is 93. Attach the 0, so we end up with 930. We then subtract 2 times 31, which is 62. And 930 minus 62 will give us 868. We could also have done the following. We know that 28 is the same as 4 times 7. So instead of multiplying 31 with 28, we multiply 31 with 4 and 7. So let's start with 31 times 4. We know that 4 times 30 is 120. 4 times 1 is 4. And 120 plus 4 is 124. And then we multiply our answer with 7. So we have 7 times 100, which is 700. 7 times 20, which is 140. 700 plus 140 is 840. 7 times 4 is 28. And 840 plus 28 gives us 868. Now let's try these three. So we have 23, which is close to 20. 23 is the same as 20 plus 3. So we'll start with 20 times 34. We know that 2 times 30 is 60. We know that 2 times 4 is 8. 60 plus 8 is 68. And we attach the 0, so we end up with 680. We then have 3 times 30, which is 90. 3 times 4, which is 12. And 90 plus 12 is 102. So our final answer would be 680 plus 102, which is 782. For this one, we see that 19 is close to 20. We know that 20 minus 1 is 19. So we can multiply 20 with 17 first. We know that 2 times 10 is 20. 2 times 7 is 14. 20 plus 14 is 34. Attach the 0 and we have 340. Then we have 1 times 17, which is 17, and 340 minus 17 gives us 323. Now let's look at this one. We know that 14 is 7 times 2, so we can multiply 7 with 32 and then multiply our answer with 2. So 7 times 30 is 210. 7 times 2 is 14. 210 plus 14 is 224. And then we multiply that with 2. And 2 times 224 would be 448.